Hey y'all, it's nighttime and I'm bored. So hey, I figured since this is really the closest thing to friendship that I have at this time, you would think that I'm exaggerating and lying. I am not. Sadly, I am not. All of you who watch these videos, the small little tiny little group of you that do, and the even smaller group of you that comment, y'all are my friends. Y'all are like my only friends. No pressure, no pressure or anything. The fact that I am a complete loser. I have no social life. Right. So I'm bored. I am alone and I am bored. And what was going through my mind in this lonely state of boredom was the fact that today, when I'm filming this, it's December 11th, Friday, and the 14th is not only the new moon in Sagittarius, but it's also a total solar eclipse. So, like, all right. So, for those of y'all who are not necessarily as into astrology as I am now, I say that with a preface. I know very little about astrology. The more you get into astrology, the more you realize how complicated it is and how much of a dumb fuck you are. Like I'm squarely in the dumb fuckery box. Square. Yeah, hi, it's me. So I know the basics. The basics meaning what a new moon in Sagittarius and it being a total solar eclipse could possibly mean in terms of energetic potentials. Energetic potentials. So, lots of people think that astrology is bullshit, and fair enough. I go through my Lieutenant Dan moments where I don't believe in astrology, I don't believe in tarot, and I don't believe in God. So, okay, that's so loaded. That can be another video for another time. I do believe in astrology, I do believe in tarot, and I do believe in God, is where I stand firmly right now. But when I'm having some of these deep dive moments where I'm like questioning anything and everything I ever thought and ever believed, you know, those really dark moments, especially if you're like prone to like episodic depression or anxiety, then girl, you know what I'm talking about. Deep dives, right? And in those deep dives, I call it a Lieutenant Dan moment. So it's a Forrest Gump reference for those of y'all who are old enough to recall Forrest Gump or have seen it. Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs. Yeah. Lieutenant Dan, who lost his legs in Vietnam, um, there's a scene in the movie where he's in the shrimping boat and it's like, I don't know if it's a hurricane or what, but it's like this huge storm, these white squall like waves. Looks like the boat's going to be capsized for sure. And instead of, kind of like taking cover inside, he's trying to like climb his way with no legs, climb his way up to like the top of like the is it called the crow's nest? It's like, the top is most part of the boat. He's like going up there, being like, "You call this a storm?" He's like basically like daring God to wipe him out. If you're real, then you blank. Like, oh, if you're real, you could do this or you could do that, or all that kind of trying to tempt God stuff, right? And so, if you're just taking at a purely entertainment value, that's funny, right? You're not going into like what tempting God means from a biblical standpoint. I'm not going into all that, But I always loved that scene, and here it is, like it was like 7-year-old me being like, "Yeah, God," like whatever. Okay, so now I really feel like I vibe with that character episodically at least, where I have these moments where I'm questioning everything. And I have Lieutenant Dan moments about every area of my life and this spiritual field, this calling within me to do stuff like this. It very much intersects and cross-sects with that. But even my day job, me as a mother, me as a romantic partner, you know, all these areas of my life that I can have these same kind of dips and have Lieutenant Dan moments in all of those as well. So it's just great. It's just fun, right? Everybody understands. I'm assuming everybody understands because I mean, y'all are human too. Come on. So all of that Lieutenant Dannery basically bringing us back to the astrology. So if we are not in a deep dive and we are accepting that astrology is nothing more than energetic potentials which hold an influence on us. So as the stars and as the planets do their thing, just like the moon influences the tide in and out, it's a planetary motion that has a physical influence. These planetary type motions have a physical influence, and over, you know, hundreds of years of documented history, we've seen patterns, and that's how they've come up with this is what astrology means and this is how things mean. But I'm particularly excited about December 14th's event because it being in Sagittarius. So in the last zodiac video that I did, I said that I was a triple fire sign. So I'm a Aries sun, but my moon is Sagittarius. Moon being one of the top 3 placements in your chart. So sun, moon, rising. Arguably your rising, it can, some people even see it as more important than your sun sign, like the number 1, you know. But your moon sign's important. I would consider that the 3rd ranking. That is like your emotional world, you know. The moon is, but it's okay. I'm so rambling myself. You know, if you're watching these videos, you know that that's what happens. You just know that that's what happens, and so you either unsubscribe and you hate me forever, or for some reason, glutton for punishments, you stick around and you continue to talk to me and be my friend. Maybe because you take pity on the fact that I have no friends, which I actually appreciate that you do. So thank you. So moon and Sagittarius. A new moon energy, generically speaking, is kind of the rebirth energy. Total solar eclipse energy, any kind of solar eclipse is kind of like new moon on steroids. Eclipse energies don't just last like a moon phase energy, like a new moon or a full moon. You're talking, you know, like a 2-week type window of energy. A solar eclipse or an eclipse energy itself is like a 6-month thing. So this energy of a total solar eclipse in Sagittarius is going to kind of carry us through the next 6 months, the energetic influence. And Sagittarius, which I love, is all about kind of this gypsy traveler spirit that's like a scholar that learns, this learned scholar, and also the philosopher, which is kind of like the intuitive spiritual part of it. So you've got like this, you know, perfect trifecta. The earth-based part of Sagittarius, I am the nomad, I am the gypsy, I am the wanderer. I like to travel. I love the different cross-culturals and international type of experiences, all of this. And then the scholar is like, I just need to learn, soak it all up. I want to be exposed to everything novel I need to absorb. And then the philosopher are the big questions. Why am I here? What does this mean? What is all of this about? All of these types of things, all 3 of these things wrapped up in a bow is Sagittarius. And so the amount of passion for life, the zest for life within Sagittarius is so intense because that sign is all about like this, the bigger, larger than life, because Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. If you remember anything back in elementary school about the planets, you will remember that Jupiter is literally the biggest bastard up there, okay? It is the biggest planet up there. And it's generally known for being kind of a benefic, happy planet, a gift-giving type of an energy. That's why Sagittarius is also known for being a bit charming and comedic, you know, funny people. So Sagittarians tend to be funny people, or at least charming enough that you know you get a good laugh out of them, kind of thing. It's very nice. Very nice with Sagittarius. I just love that energy. It's not just my moon. I think I've got three placements. I'm 30% Sagittarian. So I'm a big fan. Obviously, I'm a big fan. Oh, my little egocentric self. Oh, how great, 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 great. But yeah, so this is that Sagittarian energy. When I say larger than life, it's like Sagittarius, they almost like have multiple lifetimes in one life. Where it's like, let me go throw myself into this pursuit, and then it's like it all goes to shit. You know, it doesn't have to, but a lot of the times it's like so impulsive and so passionate that we're not really getting our ducks in a row. It's just like, oh, and then it goes to shit. And then you're like, oh, scrap that, start my next life. You know, and then it could go to shit, start my third life. And so it's like you have all of this, it's almost like life is one big epic experiment, but it's this huge learning passion project. I'm going into all of this because that is literally the energy that's coming up for us on the 14th. December 14th is kind of like this portal, this doorway that just kind of opens up and takes us into that, which I find very exciting, especially after kind of like the drudgery of what 2020 has been for a lot of people. Uh, you know, quarantine and stuckness, which is like the anti-travel. And, you know, all we all know what 2020 has had, and we're like almost out of it, as if it magically changes over on January 1st of 2021. You know, obviously it does not, but still, just to have a different year number feels uplifting. It can feel uplifting. It does to me. Um, so this nice portal-esque thing happening on December 14th is kind of this catapulting us from this somewhat chaotic exposure energy that we've been in, and this, you know, nose to the grindstone lockdown type of earth-based energy, and it's flinging us into this passionate fiery zest. And as someone who has so much fire in my chart, and my chart's like 65% fire, I mean, it's really, really, really ridiculous. That's obviously where I feel the most comfortable and I feel the most at home. So for those of you who might be like the water babies of the tarot, people that have like a lot of Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in their chart, might be like, but I'm sorry. The fire, I love the fire. But oh, ears ringing, ears ringing. Oh, that always happens when you start getting psycho with the spiritual stuff. Your ears start ringing. Okay, why don't you put me in an institution? Yeah. Please don't. I actually work for the institutions, so I know what it's like in there. Okay. Long story, long story. Right. But this portal is really going to be catapulting us into all those areas that I've already talked about, that we, you know, this is obviously a cosmic ramble. This entire video, we're at 13 minutes, and it's just, that's what it is. It's the nature of the video. Sorry. Hey, you know, you're either having fun or you've exited out a long time ago. It's okay. So, I'm having fun talking. But the Sagittarius energy about all of this, I'm just excited because the next 6 months, first of all, anything that's talking about like expanding your life and blowing it open in kind of this give no fucks passionate way, I am here for it. Y'all, I am here for it because it has felt just so like lockdown and you can't, and I'm scared, and you know what's coming, what's happening, all that, you know, all that energy has just been like suffocating us. And this event, this cosmic event, whether it actually changes anything or not, in all actuality, it feels to me almost like cosmic permission to make those changes myself internally. So if I take it for nothing else, that's what I take it as. And that's something that I find really, really exciting, especially for the next 6 months. I'm like, yes, let me see how I can revamp my life and like restart something. Honestly, this YouTube channel is a little bit of it already. It's kind of like the precursor of the energies already coming up there. It's where it's, you know, answering that higher calling and throwing yourself into something that could literally fail and probably will fail. This channel could be like an epic, you know, who cares? I'm learning stuff. I'm excited about it. I have a passion for it. And it's just fun to proselytize here with stranger people who give no like shits at all about what I'm saying. It's fine. It's totally fine. Oh man, I do need friends, I think. I think that might help. No worries, no worries. I'm just gonna enjoy your friendship though. So I'm ready for it, and I'm very, very curious if any of you are still watching this, what would be some of the things that y'all are looking forward to? Because I get caught up in my own passions. And then, of course, my own passions get me like really fiery and really bubbly. But one of the things that I so enjoy, so enjoy is other people telling me about their passions. Like, even if I give no shits about like what you're passionate about, you know, even if I give no shits, seeing people like come alive when they're talking about what they're passionate about, you know, you see that spark coming on in their eyes. That's like one of the happiest things I feel to me. Like I even if it's boring, I'm just sitting here like, tell me more. I just love seeing you alive. Like that energy is so infectious, and that energy itself is so like inherent in Sagittarians and the Sagittarian influence. And so that's just, I'm like, push me through that portal. Let me jump through that motherfucker like right now. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. I want to go. I want to live. I want to not be afraid of anything anymore. I don't want to be afraid of what's happening. I don't want to be afraid of the exposés. I don't want to be afraid of the possible dystopian bullshit that could be coming our way. I don't want to be afraid of, you know, any other kinds of words that I probably am not supposed to say on YouTube. B tells me all the time words I'm not supposed to say on YouTube. But, you know, the mandatory shots in the arm, the viral contagions, the all these things that could potentially be worrisome that people talk about, you know, conspiracy theory groups and all these kinds of things. All of this, it's like there's so much weirdness going on in the world right now that literally the best thing that any of us can do, and really the only option we have left, is just to dive into what do you want to fucking do. The world is a shit show, so what's going to make you happy? You know, people were joking up about it before where they're like, yeah, put your Christmas tree up at Halloween. You know, like 2020 has been a bitch, so do what you want to do. And I take that further. I'm like, yeah, like any freak flag flying, like now is the time. Like, you know, really, who can tell me any other thing, you know, especially if you're quarantined, like my own damn house, in my own damn house, you know. But okay, I'm going on way too much. I've gone from topic to topic to topic, but this is just something that I'm just inherently excited about, and I'm very excited about other people kind of catching this infectious energy, because I feel like it's been too much of the, you know, I'm being a good little robot, good little capitalist slave, you know. I've seen enough of it. I'm tired of that. I'm really fucking over that, you know? And hearing people for the first time start really talking about, you know, screw it. I think I'm just going to go do this just because I want to do it, because I've been thinking about it forever and I've been talking about it forever. I literally don't know where to start. I don't know how to do it. I definitely don't think I'm going to even be able to keep it up because it's probably going to fail, but I don't care anymore. I'm going to just thrust myself into it. And I'm like, slow clap for the badass. Slow clap. Yes, Hunty, I am here for it. I am your cheerleader. Let me hurrah you, okay? I'm about it. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited for December 14th. Even if it could be kind of shaky or like weird things coming out, or, you know, anything else that happens anytime you've got like a moon event and an eclipse event, there's always some kind of like a whoa, what? You know, like the tarot, a tower moment, you know, that's kind of par for the course, but doesn't matter. I'm ready for it. All of this new energy. So it's, to me, I feel like it's one of the first like truly exciting things that feels like it has like so much potential for happiness and fulfillment, you know, that's coming up. So it's one of those things where I'm like, no, I've been thinking about it. I've been psyching myself up for it in a positive way. And if anybody else could watch this video and actually feel like there could be something good coming, or something that I can actually like maximize for myself and make the best out of this, like hot damn. It doesn't all have to be like woe and craziness and everyone's unhappy and warring with each other. It can actually be like, now's my time. Now's my time, and I'm going to take it and run with it because nobody's going to tell me no anymore. Who doesn't want that? My freedom loving fire heart is all about it. Okay, God, I gotta shut up. So I'm just pumped. I'm just happy about it. And so if this is nothing more than Me like psyching myself up in my own damn house with zero friends and nobody else being like happy and cheerleading about it, then okay. But and yeah, I didn't even get into the tarot in this video. Maybe I'll make another video soon that actually has tarot involved in it. But I just wanted to talk about this, man. I mean, isn't this good? Isn't this something happy? Isn't this something you're looking forward to? I want to know what your plans are. What is it? What is that thing that you want to go for? What is that passion project? What is it, even if it's just a vacation or something? What is it that's been percolating in your mind that you really feel turned on to do? Let me know. I really actually genuinely want to know that, Like I genuinely want to know that. So, okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm signing out now. Your girl is about to go hit up the Thai restaurant. I already called my order in, and it's such a good place. It's like one of those hole in the wall places that looks like DHEC should shut it down, like they would have an F on their door or something like that. But it's so good, so good, good Thai place. Hole in the wall, got me classic basic bitch pad Thai with a Thai tea. Thai tea is like dessert, man. If y'all have never had a Thai tea, it is dessert. It is. It's like almost like orange ice cream in a cup. It's just fantastic. So I love it. So anyway, that is in my near future. Chow down when my Sagittarian energies coming alive and being excited for what's going on and just getting myself more amped up about it. And I'm just, what better time can I have when I'm by my damn self? I'd say that's good. That's good. And my British soap operas. I'm gonna start watching those too. All right. I love y'all. Thank you for hanging out with me. Bye for now.